Thank
I
you.
would love to know the numbers.
Yeah.
What did you buy this property for?
So we stole it pretty much. We bought it for 875,000, and it appraised at closing. It appraised for $1 million as is.
Wow.
So that was not having done anything to it. We got it for 875,000.
And what is the renovation cost?
About 175,000, 175, 180,000. We redid everything, including the plumbing and electrical. That can be pretty costly.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you. And of course, what is the sales price on this property?
So now the ARV after repair value is going to be somewhere between 1.35 and 1.4 when we're done.
Wow.
So we
And
created a ton of equity.
what is the profit on that?
Somewhere between after closing costs around 300,000, 300 to 325,000, depending on where it closes at.
Wow. And you're gonna keep this one as a buy and hold?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna just let the equity grow. And I mean, this is a prime location. I don't think we're ever gonna sell this ever.
Well, the kids will love that. So
Yes.
to have their own as you keep moving around. And do you mind share with us how did you find this property?
Well, I'm one of the top realtors in Houston, Texas. So that's an advantage to me because a lot of deals find me. People will bring deals to me, properties to me. I know the previous owners personally, and quite often, I'll also take on properties that are, maybe a problem child. They're having difficulty selling for one reason or another, especially at retail. When you're selling a property and it has not been updated and renovated, the average buyer, the typical buyer, doesn't want to do all that.
Well, they don't know how. They don't have the power team. It takes a lot of effort and work and
Yes, yeah,
time to discipline to get it done the way you have been doing on this particular one. So,
absolutely.
do you mind share with us how much money have you made since you became an investor?
Wow. I don't know. I would say it's definitely in the seven-figure range. Absolutely.
Okay. And how does it feel just to look at those numbers or to say those numbers? How does that feel? How do you see yourself doing that?
I mean, it's incredible coming from a family, a broken household. My parents divorced when I was young. They never had money. My dad couldn't hold a job. And then I ran away from home when I was 16. I slept on my friends' couches, joined the military, joined the Marines straight out of high school, just so I can get money for college. And now I'm building a legacy and wealth for my family. It's just completely changed the trajectory of where I came from.
Wow. And by the way, thanks for your service. That's amazing. And
Thank you.
I think there's so many people who has come from a broke family and they
Yeah.
hold that and I cannot do it because I don't know how, I don't have the resource. How did you skip the line? How did you climb the ladder having that broken, growing up and not have the foundation, the structure for you to be here today?
The difference between wealth and being broke down and just dejected, disgusted, the difference is knowledge. Knowledge and knowing what to do. Wealthy people have knowledge and information that someone who's not wealthy doesn't have. So the goal is finding that knowledge, that information, finding the right mentors like Phil and Shanoa Grove, and then implementing that knowledge.
I don't want to say that we're old, but for this generation right
We're
now,
young.
we're young. Thank you for reminding
Yes.
me. In my generation, growing up in a third world country, we didn't have as much technology. And even to today is much better than back then. I feel like today the internet, if you use it wisely, you can get a lot of information for you to learn regardless where you come from. Because if you use technology, you can Google, there's YouTube, there's so many other channels that you can learn. And if you don't have the knowledge, but if you wanted to learn, you can just ask Siri and she will give you some answer that can guide you in some
Yeah.
direction there. Don't you feel like this generation don't have as much skills, but in some ways they feel like they kind of play around. They waste a lot of time on the game, but don't take the technology to really teach them what they should for them to get to their destination much faster.
I think this generation has a significant advantage, as you mentioned, because of technology. I read a stat recently where they said that all the information, all the technology, all of the everything that has been recorded in recent history, from the beginning of recorded history till I think 2018, that amount of knowledge and information is now being uploaded to the internet every 2 days.
Wow.
That much of information is being uploaded. That's how fast technology is moving and improving. So the new generation that knows how to use technology and information and is able to implement, that is the most important, implement that technology, has a significant advantage. The disadvantage is the laziness, the I want something handed out to me, and not willing to put in the hard work that it takes. Everybody wants a get rich quick scheme. Everybody wants the magic pill. Just tell me the magic pill. I get that question a lot. What is the one thing you did? Just tell me so I can just do it. Like, the one thing I did is hard effing work. That is the one thing I did.